the fourth day, or maybe I should say the third day. The third day in the month of April 2025. Everyone, welcome to Front Page Review on this strong dial, 90.3 FM. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Yes, I've got for you Daily Post, Daily Thrust, Punch, Vanguard, The Nation, The Sun, and of course, Vanguard, Guardian. All of this for you this morning on the show. I'll be flipping through all of them back to back. Okay, we'll set sail this morning, and of course, Daily Post is going to take the lead just this morning. But hey, feel free to join the conversation this morning via all of our social media platforms. Yeah, I like it if you join me on YouTube. We're streaming on YouTube right now. You can watch us live, 90.3 FM. Just go there and type Voice of the People 90.3 FM, or in short, VOP 90.3 FM. And then I would like it if you also go to the comment section and, of course, drop your comment for me. Is that good? Let's go now. The big headline here: CBN denies introducing 5,000 naira and, of course, 10,000 naira notes. CBN denies introducing 5,000 naira and 10,000 naira notes. To Edo State, PDP's Igodalo rejects tribunal judgment, proceeds to the appeal court. Abia health workers write Governor Oti, issue 15-day strike notice. General Siga regains freedom after 56 days in terrorist den. 56 days in terrorist den. And then, tribunal affirms Okwebolo as Edo governor dismisses Igodalo, PDP's petition. Tribunal affirms Okwebolo as Edo governor dismisses Igodalo, and of course PDP's petition. Let's get some more headlines for you this morning. Edo Guba verdict. Let's work together. Okwebolo tells Igodalo. And then outside Nigeria, U.S. new tariffs. Asian stock markets plunge. Gold reaches record high. Asian stock markets plunge. Gold reaches record high as regards U.S. new tariffs. And then, this is not act of a friend. Australia tells Trump. Still as regards U.S. new tariffs. This is not act of a friend. Australia tells Trump. U.S. reciprocal tariffs. South Korea laments, reveals next action. U.S. slaps 26% tariff on India. Okay. Let's leave then, come back to our dear country, Nigeria. Tinubu an achiever. APC replies Peter Obi. Okwebolo extends olive branch to PDP as swear. Igodalo. That is on tribunal verdict. Still on tribunal verdict. Okay. Welcome home. Governor Mba receives Adeoga back to the People's Democratic Party. And on 2027, APC vows to capture Cross River North Senate House of Rep seats. Kogi SDP slams ban on rallies, tags it an attack on democracy. All right, everyone, let's visit a Punch newspaper this morning with some of the big headlines. Why Tinubu sacked Kyari NNPCL board. That's according to an official. Why Tinubu sacked Kyari NNPCL board. And then, metal poisoning. Sokoto warns against patronizing native doctors. Group empowers 30,000 children households in South. Reps 705 million naira donation to the poor. Restructuring, way out of failing democracy. Uromi, matching injustice for injustice. It's like saying an eye for an eye. I tell you every day, everyone will go blind if it's an eye for an eye. Let's move on quickly to some other headlines. NNPCL raises petrol pump price to 950 naira per liter. So, from today, petrol is now 950k per liter. Get to know that. Caught in crossfire. How decades-old land dispute left Lagos families homeless. Tears for success. Family recounts boxer's final moments. Denied death claim. And on recall, Natasha slams Yahaya Bello as group defends Akpabio. Kaduna police officer threatens retaliation against Southerners over Uromi killings. Kaduna police officer threatens retaliation against Southerners over Uromi killings. Okay. Let's see if we can touch on some more quickly now. Race for Anambra governorship seats up as parties hold primaries. Assembly bombing, ex-Rivers HOS revelation vindicates us, says Okocha. Okay, we move now. Let's leave there and touch on some stories in the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Check time is 7:08 a.m. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. Vanguard is next. More heads to roll in NNPCL subsidiaries as Ogunlari assumes office. More heads to roll in NNPCL as Ojulari assumes office. In Edo, Okwebolo wins as tribunal. Igodalo heads to appeal court. Somebody should tell this man to not waste his time. Uromi killings, residents alleged indiscriminate arrests and extortion. Akpabio and the allegory of tortoise by Ike Chukwuamechi. Anambra APC ticket, why the stakes are higher this time. Militocracy, the return of sole administrators in Nigeria by Olufasan. These are some beautiful pieces you might want to just grab and read this morning. My take on the Lagos Calabar Expressway is another one. Yet another jailbreak at Kotonkarfi. Moving on, Lokobiri pledges more support for indigenous oil and gas players. South African court acquits Nigerian pastor of rape after 8 years in jail. And then police uncover Yahoo school in Lagos. I saw this story and I was marveled. Read it. Police uncover Yahoo school in Lagos where boys go to learn Yahoo. Not only boys now, even girls. It's so pathetic. How did it get here? How? Federal government boosts power generation by 2,000 megawatts in 2 years, according to a minister. Federal government boosts power generation by 2,000 megawatts in 2 years. And then federal government reopens Independence Bridge in Lagos. Tinubu's achievements undeniable. APC replies Peter Obi. I believe in you. Wike celebrates Governor Kwewolo's tribunal victory. And then, let's see, Edo Tribunal declines to nullify Governor Kwewolo's election. Okay, let's leave here and move to some other headlines quickly. We've got more headlines to go. Don't forget that Rufai Osini will be joining me this morning. Yeah. Let me just remind you, Daily Thrust is next. We trust these guys for more headlines now. General Siga regains freedom after 56 days in captivity. And then there is a beautiful piece I want everyone to grab, especially if you are heading towards 40 years, if you are 40 and above, even 35 and above. There is a beautiful piece here. If I have the time, maybe much later, I will get to read it. How to break the diabetic cycle. This diabetes thing everywhere, right? How to break the diabetic cycle. And let me not also forget that a doctor will be joining me in the studio later this morning, by 11 a.m. Yes, a doctor. You remember? Some of you who have been following me, we'll have that doctor back in the studio by 11. You can join us and, of course, get to know some of the things you need to know as regards your health. Very important, because health is wealth. Okay, I'll take you to Joyce now. The governor of Plateau State, Muswang, the mistake Nigeria made about Boko Haram. And then there is a big question also here. Where is the opposition in the 10th Assembly? No opposition at all. They've all been silenced. And then back to Edo State now. Tribunal affirms Okwebolo's victory, dismisses PDP Igodalo's petition. Rescue. Arik transported 2.2 million passengers last year. Arik Air transported 2.2 million passengers last year. New act set stage for Tinubu's $1 trillion economy. Tinubu embarks on working visit to Paris. High hopes from NNPCL as new board takes off. Okwebolo extends olive branch to Igodalo and others who will leave the Nation newspaper now and visit the Sun newspaper. Yeah. But before we visit the Sun newspaper, yes, let's bring in Rufai Yoseni to join us this morning. Good morning to you.
Today,
welcome.
I want to talk about the complete failure of the government, failure of the Minister of Works, failure of the transport sector. If it was a sane country, by today, Minister Umahi should have lost his job because of the road that he said he was doing, and the bridge were closed, and it caused a lot of mayhem because people were stuck in traffic for hours. I know people that slept in the hospital that their BP went up. I know people that their livelihoods were destroyed yesterday. I know people that their cars were bashed. I know accidents that happened. I know how people were hurt. So it speaks volume. You see, when we say people, there's a level of ineptitude and incompetence, they think we do not like government. We love government. We want government to work. We will speak truth to power. Didn't he simulate? Didn't he project that this was going to be the cause? This was going to be the attendant effect of closing that bridge that is a major arterial road out of the island. And it was going to cause a blowback. Yesterday, I was in traffic for 7 hours. I couldn't get out to work.
Terrible.
Today again, I've been in traffic since 6:40. This is 7:15. Normally, my home to my work is or convince the courts that the elections,
even when there was overvoting.
Even when there's overvoting, they said, oh, they have to walk the beavers machine to what's it called, to be able to show overvote that they just presented the beavers machine in front of them, that they didn't lead them in the evidence. So the question is, what is not tenable in the Evidence Act? You know, because for the same question we asked after the presidential election judgments, what is now tenable in the Evidence Act? See, one of the lawyers that worked on the Asway case also was part of the President Tinubu team. And I remember talking to him when he sent me their brief. He said, oh, this is a watertight case. I'm going to call him this morning and see how markets, judiciary, and judgments, a lot of people start to complain about them. Then you start to ask, what's the hope of democracy? See, because there are three things that make democracy. Number one, vigilance. Number two, vigilance. Number three, vigilance. Vigilance from the co-equal arm of government. But when you have one arm of government, like it seems in Nigeria, now bigger than the others, it starts to speak volumes. Then when you ask questions, they say, no, don't talk. And the next thing, they are so quick to use that same judiciary. You hear the things Natasha Kuti said. You hear allegations on how they threaten judges. You heard. You see all those things she said. Me, I had known it beforehand. But I said it would have been good for me. So it's not about partisanship. Just like we're also speaking as regards the case in Uromi. Do you know now there's not been an arbitrary arrest in Uromi?
Yes.
That the villagers are now complaining.
I said it yesterday.
Governor Popolo will never go and see those villagers. But he can run to Kanu. I'm not saying it's not good. He can go and commiserate with people in Kanu. But what about people in his own village? He will never
The
go
farmlands being
there.
destroyed by these headsmen.
He will never go there. Is it today they've been complaining? I travel all those areas very well now. Ikeke, Rua, all of. He has not gone there. When the women were protesting, nothing. Nothing. So please, let's just do what is right. They will never condemn the policeman that was reported in the Punch
In
out of the north
Kaduna.
that was threatening in Canada, that was threatening reprisal attack.
A policeman. Oh.
Yes, a policeman. If we had a country that is saying that, who does that? Even the Yorubas have a saying, Ile Latin Keshoro Day. What it means is it is from your home. You take good riches out. So who does that?
Some persons will tell you
When the real
that's how you
problem
know
is
that's how
happening.
you know Abuja governors.
Oh, you see, it is a case of busybodyism. It is a case of busybodyism. So please, let us do right.
But Rufai, heading to appeal court, what would you advise us with? For me and for some Nigerians, they say, just don't go and waste your time. It's a waste of time. What do you think?
It might look like a waste of time, but the truth is you need to do these things for the fact of history. It will be on record you said your bait. You can't just leave these elements to the Concerned Northern Forum that warned of potential reprisals across Northern States and Abuja. Nobody has called them to order. We keep repeating this story. A former government spokesperson, Bashir, was justifying to me in a tweet that what happened in what's it called? Uromi was different. It was mob attack. It was mob attack. That in the case of terrorist killings, that's a different issue. That's a normal thing. And I asked till today, why have they not gotten justice for Deborah that is a mob attack? They can't respond. We are just saying all life should matter. My brother, people they've offered privileges in the past. I have not taken the So people are still suffering.
In fact, hear what Felix Morka said.
They said they've done student loan when you have out of school children still over 10 million. What you should focus on is the real out. See, there are some nations in the world where university education is optional. I will put more money into primary education, secondary, because those are the basics. See, there are a lot of people I've met, older people, that said the only thing they got, quality of education they got, was Awolow's free education. So you can see that there's no detailed thinking. It's just haphazard.
Rufai, as of this morning, fuel is now sold 950 naira per litre. NNPCL raises petrol pump price. And all of these areas, we need to ask, very, very important and a very cogent question. So everyone, let's quickly join CP Chooks in this beautiful morning. Like I said, feel free to join the conversation via all of our social media platforms. We're streaming at VOP 90.3 FM. Again, VOP 90.3 FM. It's Voice of the People 90.3 FM. CP Chooks is here already. Top of the morning to you, sire, and welcome.
Good morning to you, Kamijudi, and to the listeners.
Good morning to you. General Siga has regained freedom after 56 days in terrorist den. A general, sir. A general. 56 days in terrorist den. What would you call this?
Terrorism at its highest point or highest degree. And it's very unfortunate. He's very lucky to come out alive. because some others, those animals don't even know the meaning of general. He's even lucky
really?
they may not know yes, he's even lucky they may not have known his identity. Because if they had known his background and identity, he may not even make it.
Hmm.
So it's a very disturbing development, and the government need to focus more on how to stem this tide of terrorism, because as we speak, it's a thing of concern in the length and breadth of the Nigerian nation. We shouldn't allow it to. Ordinary
Well,
Nigerians have been facing worse things, when it comes to actions and activities
mm,
and faceless terrorists. And come to think of it, much of them are not even Nigerians. They strayed into this country through the porous borders. And unfortunately, they found succor within the Nigerian space using religion, because most of them, some of them, I think, are Arabs, and they are Muslims and all that. So when they meet the local population, some of those local population, because of their background in terms of exposure, in terms of education, and so on and so forth, embrace them and welcome them that these are faith.
what's his name? In northern Nigeria. In a sane community, what is supposed to happen to such a person?
Well, it is stated that is alleged, so it has not been confirmed anyway.
Alleged? No, he's not
The
alleged. He did it. He said it. It's in the news. It's everywhere. In fact, I can read it for you.
identity of this person first. Well, in order of sequence, the appropriate thing to do by the concerned agencies and authority is to get this man apprehended first.
Okay.
Then profile him to know whether he is working for government, whatever agency, whether police or military or whatever. Then thereafter, they will go further to know whether he is in a cult group or he is a member of all these ISWAT or Boko Haram and so on and so forth,
Okay.
who undercover infiltrated one of the agencies in order to have a clear picture and background of the workings of that agency and be transmitting same to the cult group he belongs. These are the things the security agencies need to look into, because such a claim or demand or incitement by somebody who has been identified should not be taken lightly. Do you know what that means? A threat to, he didn't say Uromi, he didn't say a threat to Edo. The people who, like you said, the police, for instance, everybody takes oath of office on resuming his duties and responsibilities as a police officer. And your duty is to protect and secure lives and property of not only Nigerians, but also of even foreign nationals who are resident in Nigeria. So it's not you, after taking this oath, will now come back again and begin to, because an incident happened. You are not speaking for the government. They have not authorized you to say anything. And no responsible government will even say a thing like that.
Okay.
You understand? Either by a particular person in a government agency, or generally, coming out and say that the government has decided that they are going to wage war against the whole of them. I mean, it's a fake news, because if such a thing has happened, the thing could have been viral on video, and the news would have carried it extensively. And there could have been collaboration from maybe 2 or 3 other independent news agencies.
Okay.
So if we don't see much, then we have to believe whatever the Commissioner of Police have just told us. And nonetheless, there's even an instance I'll give you now. An outpost in Enugu was attacked by some unknown gunmen recently. So instead of them to say that the thing happened in one outpost, they sent in a fake news saying that the Enugu State Police Command headquarters had been invaded by unknown gunmen. I was like, this headquarters that is situated inside Enugu town in the GRA, and it's just 3 or 4 kilometers from.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. If you want to put a call across to me, make sure that you move away from your radio set or just turn down the volume so we can hear each other. I am giving you 2 minutes, everybody, 2 minutes to talk to me, okay? And mind what you say on a national radio, okay? Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. 0700 903 903 90.
The life here is worthless, but their own life is most precious. In a country, a serving police officer, which I believe he ought not to. Now, what happens if that kind of person have opportunity of having a pistol or a gun, and there is a trouble somewhere, and you discover that these people are not like from their own place? What do you think will happen? That would be a disaster, and which is not too good. Now, the spokesperson for the Tinubu government says he has achieved more than what we could have done by continuing giving us hunger. Petroleum price now has gone up, and at the end of it all, they keep on telling that they are producing oil. This is not fair now. Actually, all these Benue, who compensate them? There was a woman that was set ablaze in Kogi up to today. Was there any arrest? Did anybody call for anything concerning the compensation of that family?
Okay.
Let them not try Nigeria, and let them not tempt us, because we too, we have anger for our body.
Okay.
I don't want to sound sober at this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good
Thank
morning.
you so much for calling. Appreciate you. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Kamajude.
Good morning.
This is Evelyn speaking.
Oh, you're right. Speak up, please. Let's hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
About this killing in Edo State, it's like it's the head topic for 1 month now. I'm not in support of jungle justice, and I can never be in support of jungle justice. But I want to say something. My mom is from Ekpoma. My grandma is. I want to say something. My mom is from Ekpoma. My grandma is from Urumi. Understand? But we remember, I think some years back, my grandmother, sister, husband was kidnapped in his farm in our present. Understand? They paid ransom for the man to be released at Emu, Biaja.
Okay.
Understand? So all these things that have been going on here and there, everybody coming out to cry. Can you remember years back, a woman was killed in Abuja because he was doing evangelism, jungle justice? Nobody talked about it. Deborah was killed in Sokoto. The governor did not say, oh, let me go and sympathize with her family and her whatnot. No. I'm not in support of it, though. But don't you think that the people are tired? And now, the 16 people that were carelessly killed because of the angry Nigerian youth that doesn't have help from the government, because it's like we are helpless. We are helpless. I cannot sit down and see someone coming to, okay, can you imagine Sunday Jackson, self-defense, and our court said, when you overpowered him, you collected the knife, and why didn't you flee? If I thought that Fulani herdsmen killed that man. Where the funeral is meant for be today. Wait for day. So someone defended himself. He collected a weapon from someone who wanted to buy him, and you are sending that person to life imprisonment. Are we not helpless? We are helpless. And the people say, okay, since you are helpless now, let's do the undoable. They did it. All the northerners now, everybody here don't rise like dog when they hungry. Everybody they verse. Their here don't rise. And this one is coming out. Now, see, Pistrix is telling me that they should investigate to know if I thought the man is truly a police officer or is he working for all the stuff like that. Investigate for which country? So far, he has come out as a northerner. No investigation. No investigation. So now things are happening in this our country. Yesterday, the whole of Lagos State was shut down on this island. I spent from Jakonde here just to Sandfield. I spent more than 3 good hours. 3 good hours. Today, yesterday, our president went.
Good morning to you.
Yeah.
My name is Michael.
Okay.
I want to ask APC government, those one in Natural Rock, what is their problem? What is their problem? Why are they? Why is it that this time our man, the man them call Peter Obi, comes out to speak the fact they will be attacking the man?
Okay.
Eh? They should stop all of this now. They should accept the truth and do the right thing. That's number one. Number two, that terrorist in the north that threaten our brothers and sisters over there, because I don't believe that man is a police officer, because they are wearing, the terrorists in the north, they are using army uniform to kill people. And you telling me that man is a police officer? Yeah.
This book, I told you, that's why I had to come with this book again. You know, this book clearly stated it. Oh God, this book I've been talking about, this book by Peter Anosike explains so many things. It's a very, very deep book. It's a book about so many things. In fact, for some of you who have the book already, go to page 81. Page 81. You can read out of Obasanjo's appointment. All right? It will shock all of you that, well, just go there. If you have the book, 100 Years of Amalgamation, Igbo's World Hope in Nigeria, page 81, you would read that. Like I told you, this book spoke much more than Obasanjo wrote, what IBB wrote. And this book was written 11 years ago. All right? Just 5,000 naira. Okay? That's it. I would want to discuss that issue, this Melekiari's issue. That's why I'm also stating this thing. So you get to understand. Maybe much later we'll talk about it. So don't blame Tinubu for putting a Yoruba man there. It started before Tinubu. It started before Buhari. And Buhari also did same anyway. Remove somebody from the south or west or east and put a northerner there. But he also didn't start it. We'll get to there. We'll get to that place. We'll get to that juncture. Okay, let me talk to this man here. He's been calling. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning. What is happening to your network, or is it your phone? So sorry about that, okay? Please do call back if you can. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And you're supposed to ask yourself, how did that man become an NNPC chairman? All these things are planned deal. You understand? When you read the man history, you will know how he was an NNPC chairman. The only thing there is this: they will still give him another high position. It's just to change this one from here and put him to another place. Take another person from here. Let it be like as if that they are working. They are not working anything. The money the man has made in that place, can his 10th generation finish it? Can his 10th generation finish the money he has already made there? He can't be there forever. Calculate how many years he has been there since subsidy. They have removed subsidy. We have not removed subsidy. High price of fuel, and he is the only one there from the one till now. It's because of Nigeria is now shouting. You understand? That is why they just let us do as if that we are working. That's why they just push him out, and they are just trying to deceive themselves, not Nigerians. In terms, I'm still saying it as what I'm still saying since yesterday. Right. As long as we are pampering them, As long as we are pampering them as one Nigeria, we say, let us not use violence. They will come with violence. They will still kill us, and they will still take whatever they want to
Thank
take
you, John.
because they believe to grab the land. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Okay, that number. I'm not saying you should call that number. Just send them a WhatsApp message to that number for the book, right? Just send a WhatsApp message to that number 070-121-46454. No need calling the number. You can't talk to anyone there. Just send a message, a WhatsApp message. And if you know WhatsApp, maybe you can try text message or WhatsApp first. Okay? Thank you so much. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Okay. This is Nigeria matter. This is Nigeria matter.
Okay, let me get to read some messages now. What's your name? Mazu Gochukwu is saying it is no rubber stamp National Assembly would dare Tinubu because he is a master grabber. The Edo killing, please. Let my people be extra careful because these people called Fulani headers have unforgiven spirit. They must come for revenge, and no one will stop them, no matter how the government beg. This is what you always get from confused and unprepared group of people called the All Progressives Congress. Don't say that, okay? Okay, hey Taro HBC Morka is saying judiciary in Nigeria today is no longer what it used to be. It's so unfortunate and sad that the judiciary is now under the control of few individuals who are now using our justice system as a toy. Okay, who is that policeman that wants to cause trouble in Nigeria? So the blood of these 16 people killed in Uromi are more precious than all other blood shed every day all over this nation by Fulani herdsmen and Boko Haram. So the police authority is keeping quiet without cautioning him or even arrest him for inciting violence. If nothing is done to this policeman, I encourage people to rise and do what? Defend themselves. Jude from Ayetoro. What do you expect from Edo state election? You have to come out, face the government. Mr. Babo, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me move quickly now. Thank you so much. Let me also read this one because of my time. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. Let's not go there at all. Let's not go there. All right, let me get back to the phone lines now, everyone. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Innocent. I'm calling from Mamu of the Face.
Good morning, Innocent.
Please, I want to talk about this person. Who is this person that threatened the whole Nigerians and also South, telling us that this or that will happen? That's very, very bad. At least we have SSS and others. Let them go and know who is that person and get that person. And they make sure that they prosecute him and take him to jail. Because if he go free with this, others will now follow suit. That is how life started. And I know that in this current government, yeah, the time of President Buhari, nobody said this from South and go free. No matter we are one Nigeria, but President Tinubu should try everything, make sure that at least whatever happens, he still remains a Southern president man. Yes, he's the president of Nigeria, but from South he's coming from. So let him do everything because whatever they make.
Preach peace here, okay? We preach peace here. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. My name is Peter Monsen from Shomolu.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Tinubu's achievement is so obvious. All Nigerians have seen, according to APC. I think one of the greatest achievements of Tinubu is that a general in Nigerian army that has retired spent 50-something days in the camp of the terrorists in Nigeria. The terrorists that Tinubu does cannot deceive me that he doesn't have the list that UAE government sent to Nigeria, that these are the people killing your people, sponsoring the killing of your people. Tinubu cannot deny that he does not have that list or he doesn't have those names. That's one of his achievements. I mean, hiding the names of the killers of Nigerians. And then another achievement of Tinubu that all Nigerians have seen is in Benue State. All the Nigerians that are killed in Benue, that is achievement. You see, when we are talking about achievement, there are two types of achievement.
Okay.
There is evil achievement and there is godly achievement. There is negative achievement and there is positive achievement. So what is he doing in Nigeria? He has come to achieve. He has gotten a jet. He has gotten so many things. That's an achievement. He came to impoverish us. That's an achievement. He came to make sure that Nigerian children don't go to school again. That's an achievement. And he came to make sure that bread of 18 naira before is now 300 naira. The one they used to sell 100 naira before is now 500 naira. That's an achievement. Tinubu achievement is seen by Nigerians. But I promise you and I promise Nigerians that as we are ready, we also will have an achievement. Let the judiciary just give us chance. Let INEC give us chance. And then security operative give us chance. Our achievement is coming in 2027. Honest
land. You don't open office for people head.
As well. My name is Jude Ikami Jude, and I'll be here by 10:30 a.m. and by 11 we get talking. I told you that a doctor will be here later in the day. 11 a.m. the doctor will be here. We'll get to talk health, your health.